The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.
And welcome into the Real Monica Adams Show, brought to you by our friends at Exist Stretch. Okay, folks, if you haven't been in yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You had Trisha Rhodes on set with us yesterday, and we talked about a special that they're running. They started it yesterday, and it runs through the 23rd, so you get 50% off a 5-pack. That includes also, though, a 6th one because you get that free stretch. Everyone gets stretched for free. So if you haven't been in, not sure what you're waiting for, it is literally life-changing. So you might have young kids that are athletes or they're getting ready to get into some summer sports. Watch how their game changes. I've seen a ton of people whose golf games have changed, by the way. And then we have seen remarkable changes for people who have had Parkinson's. I mean, it really runs the gamut. There are 2 locations of Exist Stretch. You can get into the one in the St. Louis Hills area at 5605 Hampton, or stop into Exist Stretch in Arnold, inside of Exist Fitness, by the way. That's located off of Vogel Road. ExistStretch.com and on social media at Exist Stretch. Well, welcome into the show. We're thrilled to have you along with us. You know, I always get excited when we've got a dog on set, and we will today. Auggie is who we're going to introduce you to. Can't wait to tell you his story, but also Dr. Jessica from Fenton Family Dentistry. She is going to join us for a portion of the show before she has to get off and take care of you, right? So many incredible patients that she has. We talked about lives being changed. Their lives have changed because of her, but wait till you hear her story of overcoming. You met her husband just last week, Abe Whitehead. He's back with us as well to lift you up and empower you. So it's going to be a really powerful show. Looking forward to changing your life. And again, thanks for waking up with some hope and inspiration and positivity each and every morning. So forecast-wise, we dealt with at the beginning of the week some really heavy storms. Now we're getting ready to get into a holiday weekend. I know there's a ton of plans being made. So what's it going to look like? Today, actually, get out, walk those doggies. It's going to be beautiful. 71, I'd say mostly cloudy, down to 59 tonight. The Cardinals are in action, by the way. Friday, a 40% chance of showers and a high of 70. And pretty much, if you look back in history, we always have rain on Memorial Day. And here it is again, by the way. If you look at the forecast from tomorrow all the way through next Saturday, we have slight chances, not major, but slight chances every single day. 80s for Saturday and Sunday. On the actual holiday, 81. Then we get into Tuesday through Saturday of next week and pretty much expect low to mid 80s and then into the upper 80s by the time we get to next Saturday. Okay, I saw this video and I've got a snapshot of the picture, but it does make you scratch your head and say, is that a UFO? I know we've been talking a lot about this. So this is what we're going to start with. A star-shaped UFO spotted in a newly released video. You can see it there. It is released from a U.S. military platform that appears to show a strangely shaped unidentified object. Caught by an infrared camera aboard the platform in 2013, it was reported by the United States Central Command to the All-Domain Resolution Office. It is a 1-minute, 46-second video, and I watched the whole thing, and it just kept bouncing around. I felt like I was back in my grade school days playing Atari. It was an area of contrast that appears in the shape of an 8-pointed star. The video, there's a shape that moves in and out of the field of view, at times leaving a visible mark. It was kind of like, you watch the jets or you watch an air show, and I could see like that cloud formation. No further information about the video has been released at this time. Earlier this month, the Pentagon released a batch of UFO files. Since Congress ordered their release in 22, they had been working to declassify documents on unidentified phenomenon, right? And UFO sightings. So this is the latest. You might want to do a search for this particular video so you can watch it. Maybe you don't want to watch 1 minute, 46 seconds of it like I did, but watch it. It does make you say, what else is out there with us, right? Okay. I would hope that you're not one of these people that when there is a school bus stop that you try to go around it. That is ridiculous, folks. That's how people get hurt. And now they're going to try to move forward more so with Missouri lawmakers making it tougher for passing those stopped school buses. Blowing past one could soon come with a much higher price tag and a forced break from driving under legislation lawmakers sent to the governor in the session's closing days this week. Missouri lawmakers passed a wide-ranging public safety package in the final days of the session, including a crackdown on all of you who illegally pass stopped school buses as children are on board there. The school bus provision is is House Bill 2742, and it would impose mandatory fines and tougher license penalties for stop-arm violations. Supporters said the goal is to deter dangerous driving and protect our kiddos at the bus stops. Again, a fine of $500 to $1,000. Personally, I think it should be higher than that. Possible driver's license suspension, that would be a first offense. Second offense, that fine goes up $1,000 to $2,000, and then a 90-day license suspension, and that's within a 5-year period. A third or later offense within 5 years would be maybe up to $3,000 and a 180-day suspension. So I'm glad that they're getting a little tougher on all of you offenders. Okay, if you've got family, you know, the kiddos are like, hey, let's go to the zoo, or maybe let's go to Grant's Farm. Summer nights are back, and if you haven't been, this is a lot of fun. I know if you're a family that you've probably been to these. Starting Friday, summer nights will return all summer long, Friday, Saturdays, and select Sundays from 5 to 10. A ticket to summer night includes a ram ride through Deer Park, music from local bands, a drone show, and then 2 complimentary samples at the Abe Hospitality Bar for guests 21 and older. I do have a link I'm going to drop for you in the comment section right now so you can get a little bit more information on this, but it's a lot of fun. If you've never been, I highly recommend that you look into that. Okay, I always have my favorite stories of the day, and since I just talked about having a dog on set, you know, I had to put a dog story in. This dog, remarkable, and I saw several pictures of him. First of all, look at, he's got a tassel because he was at graduation. He was hit by a car and then saved by vet students, and he joined their graduation ceremony. German Shepherd puppy, critically injured after she was hit by a car on Christmas Eve. Again, named Honey. Well, Honey took the stage during Friday's commencement ceremony at Iowa State University's College of Veterinary Medicine. Many of the new graduates, college staff, and ISU's Lloyd Veterinary Medical Center staff were among those who helped save Honey's life. Look at this picture of Honey, and it's just one of many where you're like, oh my gosh, heartbreaking when she was going through that. 5-month-old puppy, critically injured. She was hit by that car, as I mentioned, back in the Christmas time. Fractures all over her skull. She had fractures in her sinus. Belonged to a man who was homeless, didn't have the means to afford her care, but he didn't want her to be put down, so he surrendered her. And again, as I mentioned, the college students took care of her, and then she returned. She went literally running down the hallway and then walked the stage with them. Look, folks, I just got to chill again, and I already knew the story, but those are the stories of hope and inspiration that we want to wake you up to. Isn't that remarkable? That turn of events, just absolutely amazing to me. All right, we've been talking about this for the last few days. Now, not only is it going viral all over social media, but now it's going viral in other stadiums, and it started right here at Busch Stadium. The tarps off guys, all right, have you joined them yet at some of the games? So we know it happens at the Cardinals games, but now we're seeing it in Detroit, Tampa Bay, Philadelphia, Seattle, Anaheim. Soccer-like chants or singing usually follows the shirts coming off and them waving their shirts in the air. I hope it goes on all season long, and I love the fact that it all kicked off here just by some guys who were just going to do it by themselves, and then it went viral, and it continues to do so. Now, unfortunately, it did not help our Cardinals, though, yesterday. 7-0. They were shut out by the Pittsburgh Pirates. They do have a game again this afternoon, the Pirates and the Cardinals. First pitch will be at 12:15. All right, let's run through our National Day of calendar. Strawberries and Cream Day, National Wait Staff Day. It is also National Memo Day, National American Red Cross Founders Day, and then we look into global observances, World Day for Cultural Diversity, and then in the United Nations, it is International Tea Day, and I looked at why it was on this particular day, and it is because that's usually when they harvest tea, which I think is very interesting. All right, folks, well, good morning to you. As you're waking up this morning, we like to give you some news we think you can use and some feel-good stories. Now we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to shine the spotlight on Fenton Family Dentistry. We're going to tell the story of how Auggie, when you get a chance to go in and be a patient of Fenton Family Dentistry, Auggie the dog will greet you as he greeted me, but it's his story that I think is amazing, and Dr. Jessica's story of overcoming, and Abraham, her husband, who we introduced you to last week. All of them together, a lot of empowerment and hope and inspiration in an entire family, and we're going to introduce you to them when we return.
What if you could start your day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? Deep hydrotherapy right in your backyard. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition Swim Spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spas and More, A+ rated, locally owned for 20 years. We put the ah in spa.
I love Auggie. He brings smiles to everyone that walks in the door. His name tag is Director of Smile. He's so chill, so laid back. And so, yeah.
So
and kind of lazy too.
Well, he's like, I'm going to be chill too. What do the patients say that they love about
Oh, they love him. They look forward to seeing him every time they come in. They want to pet him. They want him to sit on their lap. They are obsessed.
So he helps calm them if they're a little afraid, right? It's just amazing how that all came about.
Yeah, we also had some patients that heard about us because of Auggie, and they want to become patients because of Auggie. Yeah, it is true. Yeah.
Auggie, are you on the payroll? Yes, with treats.
Yeah.
What do you love most about what you provide here?
I love providing beautiful smiles, beautiful lives, and just bring happiness and joy.
Oh my goodness. From there to live on set, we are so blessed with Auggie and Dr. Jessica, both with us, and Abraham. So good to see all you. I'm going to put that microphone a little bit closer to you. Yeah, thank you. So we had a chance to meet Abraham last week, and I knew Auggie was coming on set, but then just a couple of days ago, he was like, the doctor's going to be in-house too, but not for the whole show because she's got to see patients. It is so good to see you.
Likewise.
And Auggie, thank you so much for being on set. Okay, guys, come on. Is he not just absolutely adorable? Today, we get a chance to tell his story a little bit more in depth, and we get a chance to talk about Dr. Jessica's story as well. So Abraham and I mentioned it a little bit last week when he was on set with us. But for those that don't know, you have 2 cochlear implants.
I have 2 cochlear implants.
You were born deaf?
Born family deaf. I was diagnosed at age 18 months old.
Wow.
And my parents didn't know what to do. So I went to Central Institute for the Deaf. It is a school for deaf students to learn how to lip read.
And you
speak orally.
You are amazing at that, by the way, because when I first met all of you, we sat down and talked, and Abraham told me, he's like, I just want to let you know that my wife has 2 cochlear implants, but she reads lips fantastic, and you'll probably not even know. And I'm like, she's amazing. I mean, you know that already, right?
Oh, yeah, she's. It's hard to imagine sometimes. Like, wow, how do you do that?
Well, I think for me, I just carry my life as if I'm normal. I think most people don't know I'm deaf.
Right.
They just think I have an accent, like a...
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
Filipino accent.
I would agree. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, where's she from?
Yeah, right. I say I have a deaf accent.
I love it.
I think most people don't know.
No.
Yeah.
And so 18 months you were diagnosed. And so tell me about the story of what your parents have told you because they didn't know what to do.
Yeah. My parents were from the Philippines, so they were told by the doctor to not teach myself and the kid Tagalog, the Filipino language. So they really instilled that I'm able to speak and be part of the normal world.
Yeah.
So we were taught to lip read and speak.
And speak,
Yeah.
right. When did you get the implants?
I got it way later,
right?
later age, at age 30.
Oh, my goodness.
Technology wasn't there. So for the first 30 years, I did not hear as well as I did now.
Sure.
Just lip read, and I also implemented sign language for
Sure.
my educational years that were missed out. So it was hard the first 30 years. After my cochlear implant, life-changing. I'm able to hear like most of you. And
Take me to that day because I always, in my TV news days, we would interview people and I would actually be in the hospital or in the medical office when all of a sudden you see someone that has something put on and the eyes, or you have someone who for the first time ever can see.
Yes.
And it's like, right, you see young kids. Take me to that day. What happened that day for
when
you?
I got them installed after my surgery, it was like a wake up, like, whoa, wow. The sound was very crispy, very detailed sound. I can't explain it. Because like the first 30 years with my analog hearing aid, the sounds I hear were very amplified, like very analog-y, just not clear. So it was life-changing.
I just can't even imagine. Can you all imagine? Again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking with Dr. Jessica from Fenton Family Dentistry about her story of overcoming and, for the first 30 years, and then all of a sudden you're given this gift.
Yeah.
And then so you're going through school, and then let me go back. When did you decide that you wanted to get into this field?
Oh, probably in my childhood.
Yeah.
Middle school, high school. I love working with my hand. I love the one-on-one interaction. It's a combination of art and science.
Sure.
I sew a lot. I cut hair. I love makeup. I love detail. So I just love what I do.
And when she has time, which is very rare, she also enjoys staying active and shopping. You and I have to go shopping together.
Right.
So you told us last time, but maybe some people missed that, how the two of you met.
Oh boy, yeah. I was a sous chef at Cardwell's in Clayton, and back in the day, parties in the park in Clayton was like the spot to be.
Absolutely.
Everybody was there. They closed the streets down. Everybody was partying. Well, nobody wanted $30 steaks at Cardwell's. They wanted $5 hamburgers.
Yeah.
So I had the night off, and I would go up there and hang out. And her friend was dating my friend, who also worked at the restaurant, and They came up to the restaurant. My buddy came and elbowed me. He's like, Abe, you've got to meet this girl. She's gorgeous. And of course, I immediately thought, because I'm not the most confident person in my heart, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not, then this is probably not going to work out. But yeah, that's where we met. And I told her a joke in my dad joke. Even when I was 20, I had dad jokes. So she actually laughed.
I think because maybe I need to understand you.
Yeah.
And I just kind of laughed. Even though I didn't hear what your joke was.
Yeah.
When you two met, did she have her cochlear implants already?
No.
Did not. So tell me about that, because again, when you're getting involved and you're like, my communication, is she really getting it, or is she done understanding me?
Yeah, that, maybe not the most confident in my heart in my love life, but I am very confident in my heart in giving and being. And so when I figured out she was deaf, I was like, oh, well, I had met deaf people before and had friends that were deaf. And so I knew to really use my lips to enunciate. And she played hard to get when we first met. So I'm like, I'm going to impress her. So I bought a sign language vocabulary book, and started studying. But, obviously it had, a lot of interesting challenges along the way. Sure. I got exposed to a lot of really cool deaf culture that I think most people just never really get around. And it's been wonderful.
I'm so glad you said that, because regularly on this show, I ask people to get out of their own way and introduce yourself to something that might make you uncomfortable and then learn from it. Dr. Jessica, what would you ask all of us? Because I think that's a really good point that he brings up to understand more about the deaf community.
Just awareness and to kind of look at them in the eye and really make sure you intentionally want to be understood and understand them.
Sure.
Like really move the lips and be patient.
Be patient.
Yeah.
Well, patience is a huge one.
Yeah.
So do all of they have 4 beautiful girls, by the way. Do all of your girls know sign language?
A few.
A few?
Yeah.
But we don't use sign
No?
in our daily life.
I used to be almost proficient. I was proficient, I would say. I wouldn't say I was like an expert or anything, but anymore, my sign language is pretty rusty because we just don't use it a lot in the house.
Yeah. Well, clearly she doesn't need it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty
No,
it's pretty
yeah.
amazing. So you get into the field and they open, by the way, Fenton Family Dentistry. If you don't know where they're located, obviously the name that begins it is Fenton. So they're in Fenton, Missouri. You can find them on social media and on their website, by the way, at Fenton Family Dentistry or FentonFamilyDentistry.com, 636-326-7633. And they're located at 552 Old Smizer Mill Road in Fenton. Again, we're telling you the story of overcoming, and don't count someone out. That's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah.
So you can think about, let me ask this, because when you have kids that are around someone that's not like them, and they don't mean to be, and some of them do, some of them are bullies, but others, they don't understand, and so they don't know how to interact. Was it tough for you at all growing up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Back then, they were unaware. They were not aware, or didn't understand, or not exposed, or not educated.
Right.
It's hard.
What would you tell parents to teach their kids so that
Just be compassionate, understanding, and take the time. Get out of your bubble and take the time to understand them and get to know them.
Absolutely, because if you don't, you're missing out on a remarkable soul like this, right? You're missing out on that incredible love that she had to give the world, and now she is doing this in the healing aspect of the world in dentistry. So you open up the practice. Was it 08?
Oh, wait.
2008. So take me through, because that's a long time. We're almost coming up
Yeah.
in a couple of years. We'll be coming up in a 20-year celebration.
Right.
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I opened in 2008, and it's been a wonderful journey. I love taking care of patients. I can't believe it's been that long.
Right.
The time flew, because I love what I do.
And it shows, by the way. And you have an incredible staff who I had a chance to meet. Can't wait to get back in. They have really fun Instagram and TikTok pages, by the way. So when I told you to follow them on social media, I mean that, because you're looking at the team right now. You always are doing fun things. Who comes up with the ideas of your TikToks?
If you just do it.
All of you?
Yeah.
Collectively?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's okay. I'm the only guy in the office.
I know.
Which, clearly, yeah. I like to sit in my office and do like dorky stuff, and there's an office full of women who are like, let's do this, picture, let's do a dance, let's dress up Auggie. Abe, get in here. And I'm like, oh no, here we go. And I walk out of my office and they've got like an outfit or something. I'm like, oh, geez.
But you do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're a good sport.
Absolutely, yes.
Well,
yes.
hey, you're also around all women at home.
Listen,
women at home,
Except
too.
for, here we go, Auggie. You've got
I've got
some
Auggie.
testosterone from
Yeah,
him.
Auggie and I both run opposite directions. We have a plan. He goes that way, I go this way. Yeah.
Which, by the way, isn't he not? Okay, we've had dogs on set, but we've never had a dog this well behaved. We have to tell you the story of Auggie. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're talking a little bit about Dr. Jessica's story, and there's so much more to it, which is why I want you to get in and get to know them, because it really is just absolutely remarkable. And then it's the level of care, it's the level of dentistry that she provides. But how does Auggie come into the picture? Okay, that story was told a little bit last week, but I can't wait to hear what Dr. Jessica feels he provides to the patients, right? He's getting ready to sit up. Is it my turn, Mom? It is, Auggie. It's all about you when we return. Don't go anywhere.
Positive. Yep. The world, and I'm spreading positivity with my air freshener. So
You and I both,
yes.
sir.
Sadly, I wasn't aware of the Monica Adams show until recently, and was I missing out?
I'm definitely going to turn this on in the mornings on our TV.
She's helping people to understand their value. She's helping women to transform their lives.
From the minute that we walked in, I felt just really comfortable and at home here.
You are always a ray of sunshine and positivity.
Thank you for what you do. I love this whole thing that you're doing.
It's good news. It's great news. It's uplifting and empowering.
But you were engaged, and I love that. So thank you so much.
Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show. If you're just tuning in, keep watching from here, but go back so you can hear the story of Dr. Jessica. We didn't get a chance to tell that. I wanted to hear it from her, and we got blessed that she was able to be with us. You start seeing patients at 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, so she's going to rush out of here about 7:45, but she blessed us because they're just right around the corner here in Fenton. So we mentioned, how does Auggie come into the picture? So he was not chosen to be a rescue dog, and I think this is what's remarkable. When we say don't count someone out, he's that story. So, Dr. Jessica,
yeah.
tell us what happened.
I came across on Facebook, my cousin has posted a picture of him and his buddy, a black poodle, that they were lost. They were found on the roadside of Christmas week. They were dumped on the roadside with him and another dog in a crate. raised them. It is a breeder that have dumped them. So from that on, I'm like, I want that dog. Yeah. After, of course, trying to connect the owner or where they came from, no one claimed them. So of course, I'm like, I want it.
He's mine.
Yeah, mine.
So you got him about 1.5 years ago?
On Christmas week.
Can you, first of all, I don't even understand how people can just throw an animal in a ditch. That just blows my mind. And you all know I'm so big on rescues. We deal with a lot of rescue organizations. And this story, when Abe was telling me about it, we're going to go back, though, because Auggie is now in the office regularly, but you had plans for a different dog to be in the office.
Yeah, we originally got a dog, a cockapoo. His name is Abu. We got him.
Abu.
Abu. We got him, and the company paid for him to be a office dog. He did not meet our standards. He failed. He's the opposite of what we hoped for. He had bitten the delivery guy.
He
came
bit?
to our house. The pizza delivery guy.
Oh, no.
There's not. It wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Abu. But look at how cute they are together, by the way. Are they best friends?
Yes, at home they are.
At home they are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has Abu ever been to the office?
Yes, he had.
He didn't
But
bite a
that
patient.
time I let him come to the office. I'm like, okay, Abu, maybe you can try this one time. Come in the office. 2 steps in the office, he pooped in the hallway. All right, you're fired. Get out.
Auggie, what do you think about that, right? He's like, he's not set
like,
for this.
Yeah.
Right? So isn't that crazy? So it's amazing how you think the journey is going to be Abu in the office and be this wonderful dog to help calm patients. So for those of you, by the way, that have ever been to the dentist and you get a little fearful, this is what Auggie is able to do, but almost as if it was his calling, which is what I think is remarkable, right? So they end up getting the dog after the dog was just thrown into a ditch. When did you decide to bring him into the office?
Probably 2 weeks in after we took him home. I thought, why not? But he never. He found it perfect at the office. He just fit right in, and being at the office helped him as much as he helped other people.
In what ways?
Just he was scared, nervous.
Trying to trust?
Yeah, trying to just and I guess he found it calming.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we always ask everybody, and you do as a coach, if you don't know, by the way, he does very similar things to me of empowering people and coaching people. He's also very involved from a weightlifting and training standpoint. So you understand mind, body, spirit, bringing it all together. When we talk to people, it is, what's your purpose, right? Trying for human beings to try to answer that question, they may be seeking that out for their entire life. If he could speak, what do you think he would say?
You know, we've kind of talked about some perseverance or never count someone out has been a common theme today. I think that's definitely something that comes from the person's heart. You know, like when you're down bad, you know, it's you. You know, like we've got us, which is an amazing gift from God, right? Like that's where we get our power from.
Absolutely.
And so He's always there with us. You know, Auggie had to trust that, you know, on the side of the road that he was going to end up in a good place, and I would say it's my job to pass it on.
Do you have any idea how long he was there?
He was not there for very long. I think our cousin found him pretty quick after they dumped him. But
even, you know, look, even if he was there for minutes or hours, it feels like a lifetime when you feel abandoned and alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
well, they think that because the vet they took him to right afterwards, you know, was like, you know, we see this somewhat frequently, breeders that, you know, just they aren't able to sell the dog. They keep them in crates, so they're really kind of hunched down. He still actually eats laying down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lays down and eats, and the vet said that's pretty common for like breeder dogs because, you know, he spent 2 years, if you think about it, 2 years in a crate alone. So he wasn't really able to, he didn't know how to socialize. He still doesn't really know how to play very well because he never got to do that as a puppy.
Yep.
So those are kind of weird things you think about. You're like, wow, 2
You don't know
years.
how to be a dog.
Yeah, it's like 14, you know, adult, you know, human years, which is like you're a teenager and you've never played or socialized.
Yeah. We have a dog at home. We have 3 dogs, and our dog Opus. A lot of people are like, "How come we don't see him in all these pictures?" I'm like, "Well, he's not playing with the girls, so I have to do something with him separately." But we think he was abused, most likely, and also probably shoved in a crate, maybe from a breeder. Who knows? You don't know the story. You wish they could. Look at, he's looking like he wants to tell me his story. Look at his face. Tell me what you feel he provides beyond your own care to your patients.
He provides joy, calmness, love.
And you said he found his purpose. So when you first brought him in, did you, okay, you can go work. When you first brought him in, did he know immediately to go over to someone, or how did you know that he was?
He just kind of followed me around and kind of seek out people. I think he had a sense of people that may need some extra love or extra care. He kind of stunned them and go up to them and greet them, and oftentimes he would jump on the patient's lap and kind of say, "Hey, I'm here.
And I'm calming you."
Yeah, I'm calming you.
He does the cutest thing. He'll, if we kind of cue him up onto someone's lap, he'll get right between their legs, cross his little arms, and like just look at them and just be kind of right there. Here I am, just hanging out with you.
And trying to tell him it's okay.
Yeah, I accept you. You're perfect.
Yeah.
What do your patients say about him?
Oh, they love him. They love him. They act for him. They just laugh and chuckle and tend to forget the negative thing, like the teeth is hurting or money issue. They just, everything goes away. All the problems go away.
Isn't remarkable?
Yeah.
I mean, again, don't you all love this story
Yeah.
that he comes in a couple of weeks in, and then all of a sudden he will, even if he just kind of nuzzles up next to you or he gets up onto your lap, and suddenly that fear goes away.
Yeah, the fear goes away.
Remarkable what a human being or the energy of an animal can do for us. They know.
Yeah.
Don't you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes.
My mom used to tell a story about when my dad had passed, and I was not living at the house at the time, and our dog that we had, whose name was Auggie, she said she swears she knew. And she would come and just put her head on my mom's lap, knowing that she could feel that my mom was longing for her husband and was upset. And what they can do in their healing is just unbelievable.
Like
I
the
don't
healing
think
vibes.
it is, right?
Yeah.
It's the energy off of them, and we don't give them enough credit. People say, if you reverse the letters, that it's God, right? Little angels that he allows us to have here on earth. It's amazing to me. So whether it's a young kid, and I got a chance to meet an adorable son of one of your employees. What was his name again? Jay, yes. So he was there, and I was asking him what he thought of Auggie and interacting with them together. But it's not just kids, obviously, that love Auggie. It's everyone.
Everyone, from young to old.
And so we usually talk about when animals or kids are on set that, like, they take over the show.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm here. Oh, no, we want to see Auggie.
Yeah,
all about Auggie.
patients call and make appointments to see her, but they walk in the door and they go, "Where's Auggie? Where's Auggie at?"
What did I do when I came to shoot?
Right.
Where's Auggie?
Yeah,
Do I
exactly.
get a chance to meet Auggie? Yeah. Okay, let's get into the practice side as Auggie left us. He's going to healing somebody. No. From the practice, I know that obviously you can feel your passion, and this is your purpose and your calling. What do you love most about your practice?
I just love taking care of people. I love making them have better lives by having beautiful smiles and better lives, beautiful lives, and just make them comfortable and be confident.
And Abe talked to us last time about, is it diamond status for Invisalign?
Yep.
Right? What does that mean to you?
It means that I've done quite a few Invisalign cases. Invisalign provides functional, healthy smile for a lot of these people that need them, and it changed their life. They can eat better, see better, and have a beautiful, straighter smile.
Which, by the way, when that happens, it changes confidence, does it not?
Absolutely, yes.
It's remarkable about how you and what you're able to do for them completely changes the course of their life. And if they didn't meet someone like you, we can't even imagine what they would go through.
Right.
Never, ever smiling, never having the confidence, maybe not going for a job that they want or getting in a relationship. He mentioned last time, has the wedding happened yet, by the way, of the woman?
No,
it's coming
not
up?
yet. It's middle of June.
Middle of June, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you all saw this last week, but you're making, what is it called?
Temporary smile.
Temporary smile?
Yeah.
And that's for her wedding day.
Because she cannot afford a full comprehensive smile. So I wanted to have a dream smile for her dream day at a fraction of the cost. Probably at no cost to her. Something that I can do for her so she can have the best day of her life.
I mean, this is one of those things where, we all have jobs, but there are certain times when you do your job, and then, because that's your job, and then you have someone come and tell you, thank you so much for you doing what you do, because I cannot describe to you the impact that it's made my life. And you're like,
I love that.
Yes.
Right? And then that's your fuel. That's your moment to realize that you're not doing it just for you.
Right.
You're doing it because it helps people.
Yeah.
And it impacts them.
I know you're all faith-based like myself, but doesn't it, you just did this, and that's where God goes, thank you, you're doing my work. Because that's, honestly, and I'm never pushing this on you, but I just feel like people would be lost without him, and it's okay whenever you do find your way to that, but it does make you stop and say, okay, he's just asking us to do his work, right? Be good stewards.
Be good stewards. You have gifts we've been given, and it's not our job to use them for ourselves. It's our job to use them to help others heal.
Yes, absolutely. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is Abraham, Dr. Jessica, Auggie. I know a lot of you tune in every second. Fenton Family Dentistry. And so if you've been going to the dentist for a while and you just kind of feel like you're a number or you're not seen, or maybe it's just not working for you, this is where I want you to give them a call. Give them a try. Fenton Family Dentistry, again, 636-326-7633. As I mentioned, follow them on social media at Fenton Family Dentistry, located at 552 Old Smizer Mill Road in Fenton. Now, I told you that I follow your social media, see a lot of great things, but you all were teasing something, and I want her to talk about this before she has to run off to patients. You have something coming up on June 11th.
Yeah.
What is that?
It is Invisalign Day. We have a very, very best deal of the year to get people get started in Invisalign. It's a party that we're going to celebrate and have a very good time.
Ice cream bar. We're going to have a huge backdrop for some fun selfies.
Yeah.
We even have some like cool giveaways and stuff that we're going to do. So, but literally, I mean, this is if you want to straighten your teeth and have a beautiful smile, this is easily the best deal in St. Louis.
You're seeing it on the screen right now, by the way. Ice Smile Day. Summer smiles start here. So 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., June 11th. They are saving $2,400.
Yeah.
A deal.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, it is. And that includes the retainers and then the Oral-B bundle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this one of the biggest things that you've done?
Yes, in forever.
In forever?
Yeah. It's been a hot minute since we've done anything anywhere close to this.
And I'm doing that because I love Invisalign. I want people to be able to get it and afford it and do it.
So for people that don't know, maybe you didn't see last week when we talked about this, tell them what Invisalign is and then who needs it.
Invisalign is it's aligner therapy. It moves your teeth in better position, functional position, straighten your teeth, close the gap, fix your overbite, underbite. It just make your teeth more functional and ideal.
Airway.
Airway, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times people have really narrow, pointy arches like this. There's no room for your tongue up here. And so what happens is your tongue doesn't have anywhere to go, so it goes back towards the back of your throat. So guess what? That's where you breathe.
Yeah.
And so at nighttime,
Closes up the airway.
closes up the airway. And that's really impacts sleep function, jaw function. Also a thing that people don't talk about, it's crazy that when you start seeing it on these 3D scans that we look at, or you look at teeth more, and you see wear patterns on those teeth, because of the way the teeth come together. She loves teeth. Like this, she does what she does to keep teeth, she would love to never have to fix a tooth.
Yeah.
But when you see those wear patterns, you start to understand the damage to the teeth simply just because you're eating and chewing and the teeth aren't on the right spot.
Right.
And so it's a real bummer.
Yeah.
So we like to fix that so we don't have to fix teeth.
Yeah.
So before you have to go, because I know you have to get off to patients, what would you tell everyone that's watching or gets a chance to watch this later that we can do for the health of our teeth that maybe they're not doing?
Look into how healthy your gums are, your teeth are, by your alignment. Make sure you're not breaking your teeth or weighing down your teeth from the misalignment, non-functional wear.
And you and I talked last time, so I need to get in for you to check out. I was told when I went to my dentist before I met the two of you, and this had never been the case, and she was like, "Are you under more stress than ever?" Because they think I'm grinding my teeth at night. And I can guarantee you I am, because I wake up and I'm like, ow, my jaw hurts. Stress.
Stress, yeah.
Stress affects our teeth.
Yeah.
Which is not good. The
Yeah.
grinding, because eventually that would create a problem with the enamel. Is that right?
You can break your teeth.
Oh, no.
Wear down your teeth. Yeah.
That's
Wear
not
and tear,
good.
Yeah.
So what do you recommend for someone?
Get a scan to see, get an assessment of how your teeth are hitting together. Find solution, fixing alignment, and or having a grind guard.
That's what they suggested, to do a guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get you scanned someday.
I'll be like, honey, this is really sexy, isn't it? Don't mind me, just sleep.
Yeah.
You are such a pleasure, and I'm so thrilled that we were blessed to have you with us, and Auggie. So when Auggie is he at the office all day long? Mm-hmm. Yes, and sleeps, and then eats treats, and then runs around.
Treats. Yeah, he loves the treats.
Yeah, and get pets.
Yeah.
And get the pets. Look, there he is, by the way, reporting for duty. So a year and a half ago, they get him, and he finds his purpose. So he can be a part of your life, by the way. This is what I love, is first of all, the energy in the office is unmatched. Then you get a chance to have an incredible physician. And you get a bonus of having Auggie there for you. Look at Auggie by the blue chair. You just got to love this. Dr. Jessica, thank you. She has to rush off. We're going to talk more about his coaching side and how that impacts the patients as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you. And I just love your story. And by the way, folks, do us a favor. Share this with your friends and family when somebody feels that they've been tossed away, like Auggie was, or they've been told, you can't do this, right? It's my favorite thing to do when someone says you can't do something, and then you say, let them watch. And let them watch. Look at what she's been doing since 2008 when they opened that practice. All right, more with Abe when we return.
Take it out in that year. We want it right there. 25, 25, 25, 25. Wait, it's a big money tonight. We're going to keep going. Let's go 5. Who wants to go? So, $2,000. I love it dramatic, don't you? It's 886. Look, it is getting hot here. Where's Nellie? $8,500, 1986. 86. 85 is what she has it at. 86. 85. 85 going once. 8,500 going twice. 8,600 he says. She's like, come on, go fast. 87. I need 87. Lift it up. Let's do this. 87. 86. All right, we're going to do it again. $8,600 going once. Does anybody believe the game is done? I don't think so. I don't think so either. 87. How about 88? 8,800. She has it for 87. We're going to do it again. 87 going once. Oh, look at this. He put it down. He might have it. 8,700 going twice to her. She's got it for $8,700. We're going 64. He's talking to his buddies. They 64? Oh, he said, I think she, unless somebody else wants to jump in the game over here. 63, we're looking for 64. I'm going to go 63 once. Do you think the girls have it, or are the guys going to steal it away? 63 twice. They say the girls have it. 63 twice. The girls have it! Congratulations. I can feel it. Yep. All right, $1,900. He's like, nope, make it work for it. How about 2,000? Keep talking. He says yes. He says yes. You want to have a game? Yes. Invite us all over for Super Bowl and have that sound bar. Twice. Cry your eyes out and say. Right there, $10,000. Make sure that I say your number. 178 at the $2,500 level. Who else can give the $2,500? Let's hope these babies out.
You know, when we talk about level of care, when you need for yourself or a loved one to be cared for, you no longer are able to stay in the home, and I know that gets scary. I want you to go back decades ago and you think of a nursing home. Boy, has it changed over the years. And we witnessed that firsthand after my mom fell and broke her femur back in January. Scary time for sure, right? And then she had to have surgery. She was in the hospital and then transferred to Garden View. And at that point, it was just, wow, did we get lucky to be in the care of some of the most amazing people at Garden View. They have a few different locations, by the way, so I would love for you to take a tour, which I know some of you have done already. If you haven't, you can get into Doherty Ferry, O'Fallon, or Chesterfield. We have O'Fallon coming in next Tuesday, and we're going to hear more about memory care, and I know that gets scary as well, right? You think of dementia or Alzheimer's, so we're going to go a little bit more in depth on our Testament Tuesday on memory care, and then in June, I can't wait to talk about all the incredible activities and the outings that they get a chance to go to. They're going to go and listen to some jazz and have a really good time. GardenViewCares.com, and boy, do they. Welcome back to the Real Monica Adams Show. We've been visiting with Dr. Jessica and Auggie. I just saw Janet say that dog was so amazing. I know, probably one of the most well-behaved dogs I've ever seen. Abraham, again, is Dr. Jessica's husband, and he joined us last week, but we were blessed to be able to have both of them on set. So she just had to rush off to go see patients at 8 o'clock. I think you would just gush and gush and gush over how incredible your wife is.
Oh, I could go on for ages.
Mm-hmm.
Being married for 20 years, it's really amazing. You start to see layers of people, and sometimes you wonder, like, man, maybe there's one down there. You're like, I don't know about that one. But when you love somebody, it turns out like all those layers are really awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you have 4 daughters, and what are their ages?
16, 14, 12, and 10.
And they're all dancers, by the way. And they got Dad involved in some dancing. He's going to be looking up video for us, and I can't wait. So tonight you
yes.
have, is it practice?
Yeah, so Charmed Academy of Dance is where the girls go, and every other year they have a recital. And when the kids are young, we call them like the littles. The secret is that they don't know at the recital, but the dads have a dance. And so there's this big, huge like moment where the curtains close, nobody knows what's going on, there's no kids backstage, and the dads come in, usually in some crazy outfit.
Yep.
And then we take the stage with this choreographed dance that we've been learning for about a month, and we put it on.
Well, of course you do. Well,
in ultimate dad style.
The people in the office, by the way, are readying you for that. See, they put you through all these things and just say, "Oh, just let go." Do you enjoy it?
Oh, it's the best. To be able to share a moment in your child's memory.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So do they not know the dance or the song?
No, they don't know the dance or the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to tell me off air, so we don't leak that out there. So I said before we wrap up that I wanted to get into your coaching aspect. What are you most proud of in your coaching?
Oh, I think it's helping people establish a healthy relationship with themselves. When I started fitness coaching, I realized I really love being able to help people making a personal improvement in weightlifting or, a workout or their mile time or something. And then I started to realize that it's not just the performance in the gym. You start to see changes in how they see life.
Sure.
And move through life and handle challenges. And I was like, that's really cool. And then the more I started to kind of understand that, I started looking at the dental industry, which isn't, there's the highest suicide rate.
Yeah, I read that in some of the information that you had sent me, and I was like, wait a minute, did I just read that again? I never knew that. Did you all know that? Highest suicide rate, why?
There's high stress, even though most of the time dentists, everybody looks like it's, nothing's going on. It's stressful. You're impacting someone's teeth. Dentists are often in multiple surgeries at a time, so they're having to bounce between, operatories. There's a lot of stress to be successful. A lot of, theft by comparison.
Yeah.
Those kind of moments.
Sure.
And I was like, I don't like that someone has to steal away their life to help other people improve theirs. And so that became a new goal of mine, is to help improve that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you go and speak to different conferences and stuff like that?
Conferences. I go into offices. I've been hired by a couple dentists to come in and do coaching sessions for the whole office, do presentations.
I love that.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
From a fitness side, by the way, and I don't know if people know about this, but tell them what you've done.
Oh, okay. Everybody was like, it's like it's a big deal, and I guess
It
it is.
is a
But
big
like, I always
deal.
try and minimize it. This is something I need to coach myself on.
Yes, you do.
But,
the
you
coach
know,
needs to be coached.
Yeah, the coach always needs to be coached. It's
Amen to that.
You don't get an exemption. So I found Olympic weightlifting is like one of my favorite things to do. And a coach I had at a time was like, you might think about competing. You might be able to qualify for nationals. And I was like, moi? Qualify for nationals? And it just set a bug, so I might be a little competitive. And so I'm like, well, let's do it. And, kept working on it and eventually made it to nationals and national champ for masters.
He was talking about this last night.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Was 46, something like that.
Which again, it's a baby, and you sit there and go, "That's masters."
Yeah, that's masters. It starts at 35 in weightlifting, but yeah, and then I tore my quad tendon because my goal was to make it to Worlds and compete. And at the time, I had national championship. I had qualified for Pan Americas, which is like the main competition for all of the Americas. I competed there, took second, and then I was doing the nationals the following year just to prep for Worlds. And I tore my quad tendon, which is a huge injury.
Sure.
Happened on stage at the competition, my last lift of the day. My whole family's watching. I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I mean, you could hear the pop on the camera,
Ouch.
But I came back and worked on it, and it took me a long time. But you keep the faith, you keep working, and I went to Worlds last year and took third.
Is this amazing? Look, this entire show of overcoming and don't count me out, don't count the dog out, don't count Dr. Jessica out for being deaf. Him, I guess this is it. I mean, for all of you, I always want you to see yourself in the story. So you have an injury that sidelines you, and then you feel, I guess I'm out.
In my speaking and coaching on non-fitness stuff, I like to call that the bully.
Yeah.
The bully, and it's the bully that's in here.
Within you,
yeah, that's within you. Yeah, we all have one, and I think that the story really is that in real life, if you've got a bully, sometimes if they're being really bad, sometimes you got to stand up, but a lot of times you need to forgive them.
Yep, that's one of the hardest things to do.
That's actually how you beat the bully,
Sure.
right? Is you got to find your
Don't
bully.
give them power.
Don't give them power. Forgive
Or
them.
it.
Yeah. And realize there's a reason that they're hurting. And so you've got to give them that grace and forgiveness. Yeah.
Right there. There's your message. So many messages in today's show. Don't give it or them power. I love the whole let them watch theory. Let me watch myself overcome. So it's also, do you not agree, who and what we surround ourselves with? So you could have had someone wallow in the, I'm hurt, and, honey, don't do anything, just sit on the couch. You obviously have a wonderful support system in your wife and your children of, come on, we can do this.
That is 1,000% correct. There's one quote I love, and I cannot remember who said it. It was somebody really prolific like Maya Angelou or something like that. But the quote says, if you want to clean your house, you have to see the dirt. Right? I mean, and so sometimes people think that their close circle is gold standard. But I got to tell you, what you said is 1,000% true. It's also very true. We need to be aware of the dirt.
Well, and I hope at some point somebody says, do you remember Monica Adams Quinton saying this quote? And this is what I always say I want to be known for when I'm no longer on this earth. The greatest rewards in life come from the most uncomfortable walk.
Preach. That's
Preach.
That's it.
Think about it. And I got to chill. And I say it all the time, but I got to chill when I said it, which is you just go along in life and you're comfortable. Trust me, you don't understand what you can overcome. And then you're going to be knocked down because we all have the highs and lows and lows. It's a roller coaster of life. What can you do with the messiness? What can you do when you are pushed and you think that you've been pushed? I mean, there's many people that I've coached that are like, what, does God not love me? What else can I go through? And it is, we've all heard that God only takes you through those things in order to say, I'm just showing you your strength and I'll carry you through it.
Yeah.
And he does.
Always.
Not that we want to go through it, but I want you to understand that you can overcome. I mean, look at the overcoming stories that we were told today. What's your favorite part before we wrap up? And by the way, Dr. Jessica picked the book for today. As soon as she came in, she was like, I want to pick the book. And she picked 100 Days of Healing, which I think is a remarkable one. In your coaching, what do you think has been the most profound thing that you've been able to do with an organization, a group, a dentist?
I think one of my favorite things is had a gal, this is fitness related, but I think it translates to every aspect of life. Had a gal came in, she says, I want to do a pull-up. And we worked on it, and then she one day looked at me and goes, this would be a lot easier if I wasn't so heavy. And I was like, you're not wrong.
Yep.
And then the next following days, we talked about it more, because I said, you're not wrong. And if that's important to you, why don't we get you to a nutritionist? And then so she went to the nutritionist and she started getting that done. And then she found she had some autoimmune issues that were keeping her from finding pregnancy in her life.
Oh my gosh.
And so, and then she went through that whole process. So the thing I always love to say is that like there's layers, but you don't get to that next layer until you work on the one here and you find some improvement and find solutions. And it just takes you through the journey. That's put in front of us.
And isn't it remarkable that when you get to one point and it's like, it's almost as if there's this whole cloudy area, but you see a glimmer of light and you're like, well, what's over there? You keep seeking it out, all right? You think of somebody being trapped in a cave and they're just looking for that glimmer of hope, which is that light out. For you, it is, oh my gosh, I found that I want to do this. People that have been on a journey with any kind of coaching, they uncover things that they never thought they could have had for their life. I think my favorite is someone who said, I now can go on a ride with my child because I could never fit before. I couldn't have that bar go over me. Or they're on an airplane and they used to have to buy 2 seats. It's all those stories of, I can do these things. I want to be active for my kid. All the things I was missing out on. And it's that awareness, an aha moment. You are deserving, you are valued. That is the biggest thing that we always teach everybody, right?
Love that.
Know your value.
Know your value.
I love your family. I can't wait for you all to come back again. And I hope Dr. Jessica is able to join us more and more and then rush off to see the patients. One more time, Fenton Family Dentistry. This is the incredible family that will take care of you. Love them and so will you. Located again at 552 Old Smiser Mill Road in Fenton. At Fenton Family Dentistry on social media, 636-326-7633. Okay, so Dr. Jessica picked 100 Days of Healing. And by the way, that is the #1 book that is chosen now ever since the 100 Days of Freedom from Fear and Anxiety was taken off the table, because we went through 100 days of that one. And you can feel that the world is filled with fear and anxiety. And then they want to heal. And that's what's chosen now. So we will wrap up the show and then we'll tell you what's on tap tomorrow. We've got a great Foodie Friday on tap for you. I'll let you know more about that when we return.
What if you day feeling loose, relaxed, and ready? Deep hydrotherapy right in your backyard. No commute, no appointments, just warmth, relief whenever you need it. Sore muscles recover faster, tight joints loosen up, tension you carry all day, gone. Relax with your family or friends, or work out with our Michael Phelps Edition Swim Spas. Worried about maintenance? We have factory-trained service nearby whenever you need it. Plus, we're here for you long-term if you have any questions or need to refill supplies. You can even test spas at our showrooms. Spas and More, A+ rated, locally owned for 20 years. We put the ah in spa.
Such a remarkable show today. I can't wait for all of you that had a chance to watch live to take it and share it with your friends and family. They will be doing the same. All the patients at Fenton Family Dentistry getting a chance to gush on how much they love Dr. Jessica, Abraham, and Auggie, and of course the entire team at Fenton Family Dentistry. Dr. Jessica picked this one. So when Abe was in last week, he chose the one about shame, and it was called hearing, right? Hearing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Today, don't be afraid of silence, okay? God is amazing. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your hearts and be silent. That is Psalm 4, verse 4. God's people need silence to cultivate a relationship with him. We also need silence if we're to truly heal from the ways that life wounds us. If we only speak and we never listen, we won't be able to discern what God wants us to do next. If we're always surrounded by sound, we may not be able to hear the Spirit's nudge to what he said to forgive someone or let go of our grievances. Of course, we're often simply afraid to hear from God, afraid that he'll require too much of us or ask us to do something we don't want to do. It's easier to live on autopilot, keep our days full, than to silence our souls and tune in to his wavelength. So the next time you feel yourself hesitating to get quiet before the Lord, remember that God's plans for us are perfect. He knows what's best, and he equips us for anything that he calls us to. All his ways lead, in the end, to abundant joy. And I wanted to read from Mother Teresa, God is the friend of silence. See how nature, trees, flowers, grass grows in silence. See the stars, the moon, and the sun, how they move in silence. We need silence to be able to touch souls. Oh, that one touched me. Eugene Peterson says the silence that makes it possible to hear God speak also makes it possible for us to hear the world's words for what they really are. Tiny and unconvincing lies. Oh, good ones. Really, I got chills again. Today's prayer, Lord, too often I fill every moment with noise and commotion. Remind me to quiet my soul before you so that I can hear you and follow your path forward toward healing. Amen to that. Silence. Don't be afraid of it, by the way, with your own thoughts. A lot of people are afraid to just sit and get to know yourself, get out in nature. And I'm getting ready to do a challenge with the clients that I train for 90 days starting June 1st. And I asked them right now, prep time, very important, because come June 1st, let's get straight out of the gate and let's start chipping away at those goals. One of them is to clear this unbelievable enemy to say that you can't do that. You're not worthy. You're not valued. You don't deserve this and that. Yes, you do. Shut the noise out and watch how your life changes. Tomorrow, a Foodie Friday on Oak and Front in Washington, Missouri. We had a chance to go there a couple of weeks ago. Folks, what a remarkable place. It already was when it was open as a wine bar, but now it's Oak and Front, and the kitchen aspect, remarkable. So we're going to go through and introduce you to the chef in the kitchen. We get a chance to get into the kitchen. We'll go behind the bar with the mixologist. We'll know more about the passion behind Tanya and Brian and what they want for their community. And overall, if you've never been to Washington, Missouri, you are missing out. Their view of the river and the trains is just so amazing. So that's tomorrow on a Foodie Friday you don't want to miss. From now till then, I do hope you believe in yourself and understand your intrinsic value. If not, start chipping away at it today. God bless you all, and remember to be kind.
The Real Monica Adams Show is brought to you by Exist Stretch. Stop by for your free consultation and 30-minute introductory stretch today.